Hey everybody, it's Glenn back in this video with the Marvel Legends Captain America Marvel's Nuke, which, representing bang for your buck, is not only the biggest action figure in the wave, but curiously comes with the biggest chunk of Giant Man, which is the build-a-figure of this wave pictured on the left there, and then the action figures in this series you will need to collect to build him are Captain America, Iron Man Mark 46 and Black Panther, and then kicking off the comic segment of this wave, it's Marvel's Nuke as we have here Nick Fury and Red Guardian. Then the blurb on the packaging back reads, "A threat to justice, Nuke is a dangerous and radical patriot with super soldier strength and speed." So here is Nuke out of packaging. Well, let me try to fill you in. Nuke first appeared in Daredevil 232 back in July 1986 and was a test subject of the Weapon Plus program, the super soldier program that had created Captain America and would later transform Wolverine into a killing machine. Yet, as these things often do, that process went awry, leaving Nuke seriously deranged. I mean, I'm all for patriotism, but you have to be pretty deranged to take that to the level of tattooing your country's flag to your face. And a lot less recognizable without that tattoo, but when I tell you the character is known for popping different colored pills, red ones, blue ones and white ones, each for various different bodily effects, and if you've seen Netflix's Jessica Jones, you'll be familiar with the character from his iteration there. Yet, the comic version we are getting here is telling of being created in 1986, and I say that as he is, from his military booted toes to the precision of his flat top, every bit the 80s action badass. Equal part Arnie's Commando, or Konami's Contra if you prefer, with added heavy-handed social commentary about patriotism or drug use. Under his military-style vest he has a Hyperion upper body. The vest is removable, I won't remove it as we legend collectors are more than familiar with the Hyperion body by now. The vest and belt have had a nice wash applied to it to add some shade and dimensionality to the sculpt, and I'm pretty sure the legs are newly sculpted. I do like the deco to his knee guards. They've had some dry brushing with some bolt gun silver paint. To my eye that creates the look of them being originally painted military green for perhaps camouflage, and now with that green paint wearing off to reveal the raw metal underneath. And looking at Cable from the forthcoming X-Men Legends wave, which was unveiled at New York Toy Fair earlier this year, it seems Hasbro are already clawing back the budget, as it seems Cable's belt and upper legs there belong to this Nuke's. Taking a closer look, and the head is a mixed bag. I like the head sculpt in that it captures from the comics that wild expression barely containing psychotic anger, and the deco of the flag is nicely detailed with all those itty bitty little stars. Yet this is where, following my review of the Iron Man Mark 46, my bad luck in terms of quality control continues, as the eyes are painted pretty badly, plus the deco of one of the red stripes goes up into his right eye, which I think you can get eyeballs tattooed, but ouch, and I don't think that was the intent here. Fortunately for me, I actually prefer the interchangeable head he comes with, not only because it's less botched deco, but also because it serves two purposes. Firstly, depicting him with his more modern shaved head look. Then the character has been subjected to a series of cybernetic enhancements, and the sculpt goes to town depicting that, a battle-damaged Nuke, revealing him at least to be partially cyborg. Seems that this is the actual comic art Hasbro had their eye on while rendering this head sculpt, and as we've kicked it already with Arnie in this video, this takes him from Commando to Terminator. For accessories, Nuke comes with a knife. It's black plastic with a military green handle and a silver edge to the actual blade. In my collection, I'm familiar with it from those that came with Drax in the Marvel Legends Guardians of the Galaxy box set, and then even earlier with Warpath in the Toys R Us exclusive 2-pack when he came packed with Deadpool. And for easy over-the-shoulder access, the knife can be sheathed on his back. In addition to the knife, he also comes with a gun, which to my eye appears to be an AK, MP, LSD, OPP, yeah you know me, 16, 24, 36, 48, hop, 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 or maybe just a nerfed Super Soaker. The deco certainly makes it look that way, as Hasbro have made it subject of a red, white and blue or red, silver and blue deco, making it a flight height of fantasy beyond any weapon he's brandished in the comics. But then this lunatic's tattooed the American flag to his face, so why not a gun to complement that, I suppose? Now looking at articulation, and his head rotates side to side, he's able to look down this much, and then he's able to look up this far. At the shoulder, his arm rotates, and it moves up to more than a right angle to his body. There's upper arm rotation, followed by a double jointed elbow. Then at the wrist, his hands rotate, and they're also hinged, moving down, and then also up. There. He has waist rotation, and then I expected his vest to inhibit the ab crunch much more than it actually does, but it moves this far forward, and then it's also still able to move back. At the hips, his legs move out to the side this much, and then they move this far forward, and they're able to move this far back. There's upper leg rotation, followed by a double jointed knee, then there's rotation again at the top of his boot there, then at the ankle his feet are hinged, moving backwards and forwards, and he has that ankle rocker pivot that I love! And taking advantage of that ankle pivot, with this being his widest stance possible, still with both feet flat on the floor, and kicking it back to 80s movie action stars and his less Arnold Schwarzenegger and more Jean-Claude Van Damme. So all things considered, and if you're looking for a villain more off the beaten path for your Daredevil, Cap or Wolverine action figures to tangle with in play or display, the Nuke might just be your man. I do like this Nuke, more so if not for some of the issues with the deco my one suffers. I guess the lesson is buy in store in person so you can check the deco yourself. Yet Marvel Legends distribution always seems patchy, and while I'd love the luxury of buying them in person, I wouldn't be surprised if I never see this figure in the wild, so to speak. So I buy online and hope for the best. Anyway, click this video if you missed my look at the Iron Man Mark 46 from this same very wave, and I've been so pleased with all you guys giving your big thumbs up to all my videos. It certainly encourages me to get these reviews up as quickly as possible. So you know what to do, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye.